Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another tutorial. This look is inspired by Beyonce's Post-Baby coming out for Jay-Z's after party at the Carnegie Hall, and I just thought she looked so fabulous and so amazing that I couldn't help but to do a tutorial about it. She does this look often even prior to having a baby, but it's such a fabulous look and I thought she looked so amazing that I just had to do it. So I hope you guys love it. Thanks so much for tuning in. So first I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm going to work it into the skin. I'm going to start in the center and then work outward. So I'm using my MAC Studio Gear Finish concealer. And I'm just going to blend this in this little triangle area down the side of the nose, working it down, and then even working it out a little bit here. So there is a little bit of just a triangle shape there. And you want to get really good up against this bottom lash line here. And then highlight there in that inner corner of the eye. And then just use your finger to blend. So first I'm going to warm up my eyes with this color here. It's kind of reddish brown from my Viz Art palette. You can use any matte reddish brown. I know that MAC has one that is very similar to this as well. So I'm just going to take it into the crease. And just work it in there. So this is a lot of kind of goals, and she's really just playing up her her complexion, which, I mean, her skin is flawless, so I mean, hello. But I really like goals. I mean, especially on that kind of skin tone. It's really pretty, but goals are a good look for anybody. I mean, anybody can wear goals and pull them off well. So you can definitely do this no matter your skin tone. And using that to warm up the inner corner, because later I'm going to actually bring this color down onto the sides of the nose as well with that infamous Beyonce contour. So now we are going to come in with some goals from using my Naked palette. I'm going to take a flat brush and work in this half baked in the inner corner of the eye. Making sure to get up against that lash line, because you really didn't have heavy liner, so you definitely don't want there to be any gaps between the lash line and the shadow. And now I'm going to go in with some Smog from my Naked palette. It's just kind of a bronzy color, and packed it on the outer corner. So working it from kind of the center of the pupil where we stopped with the half baked, and just packing it on there. Now I'm going to come in with some of the Dark Horse and really just work it at the outer V here and smoke it up a little bit against the lash line. the outer corner of the lash line, by the way, not taking it all the way in. So now I'm going to blend it all in using my Sonia Cushions brush, the same one that we used in the crease with that very first color. Can't talk today. Alright, so just making it all come together there. No harsh lines. You want to kind of see those color transitions. You kind of want everything to just blend and work together. Right, so for my highlight, I'm going to use two colors actually. Use my Urban Decay flat brush. Don't want those browns, so we do want to change our brush at this point. So I'm actually going to go in with some of the Virgin, again from the Naked palette. This is a really nice highlight color. And I'm going to work it at the highest point of my brow, so at that arch, right underneath it, because we just really want that to stand out. And I'm going to go over it with Sin, which is this kind of pinky color right there. So kind of pale champagne shade, and go over the whole arc under the brow with that. And I am extending it a bit outward because we will kind of extend those brows to match the Beyonce there. You want to bring it down just a little bit so you can kind of blend it over that warmer crease color. Not too far down, but just enough to kind of make them blend into one another. Remember, you don't want any harsh transitions between your colors. And underneath the eye, I'm going to go back in with a flat brush using that same Dark Horse that we used earlier at the outer corner, and I'm just going to work it into the lower lash line. And you want to do a little bit heavier at the very outer corner. You don't want to make your eye look funny when it's straight on, so you need it a little bit heavier at that outer corner there. I'm going to work Stila Smudge Proof Water Eyeliner here, waterproof, smudge proof, waterproof eyeliner into the base of the lashes, just to create a little bit more depth and volume here, but not to be looking like, oh my god, wow, she's got on liner. It's just going to be primarily to increase the volume of the lashes. And for the brows, I'm going to actually add in a brow shadow. So I'm going to use this deep brown here from the Viz Art palette again. And you can use, sometimes I use Embark in my lashes as well. It's a dark brown matte shadow from MAC. And she definitely has fuller brows than I do, so I am overextending the shadow out just a bit, especially over the arc. So now I'm just going to brush through the brows to soften them, going in an upward motion. So to finish off the eyes, I am going to apply, this is Urban Decay's Cannonball mascara, and I'm just going to, this is an ultra waterproof formula as well, so bonus. So I'm going to work this into the lashes. Max Cream Color Base in Virgin Isle, onto along the tops of my cheekbones here. I'm going to actually work that in with a little brush here as well. Gotta work in that color. And you have to really be careful not to apply too much color. But you definitely just blend, 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 girlfriend, until it all blends in. So. Alright. And repeating on the other side. And you guys know I use my hands a lot. I just think the warmth from your hand just really helps the product to warm it up and then make it easier to do the blending. So don't be afraid to utilize your God-given tools. And so I'm going to work it just a little bit over that color. It has a little bit of kind of pink shimmer in it. A little bit of that down the bridge of the nose. So we're getting ready to kind of come in and sculpt this area anyway. So I'm going to add, using a fan brush, a little bit more shimmer. This is also from a MAC palette that I have. Don't ask me the color. But it has a pale pink shimmer in it. I forget some of my colors after I put them in a palette. So sorry guys, but you'll know it when you see it, I promise. A bit of shimmer. So now I talked about highlighting down the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to use an angle brush from Studio here to work in that same color that I used on the crease, this kind of soft reddish brown. And remember, you want to dab it off to make sure that you're not depositing too much product, because with powder product it is harder to kind of blend it out once you've actually gotten it onto the skin. So working that down the side of the nose for that Beyonce contour. And you definitely want to come and seal the deal here at the tip of the nose. You don't want that to be, you know, different. So we need to do a little bit of blending here. If you're a celebrity, a Kim Kardashian, a Beyonce, the main thing you want to do is when that flash hits you, you don't want to disappear in the flash. So that's definitely why they do a lot of contouring. So it's not something that you necessarily need to do for every day, but that's the purpose of it, and it is fun if you love makeup. And if you're watching this channel, I assume you do. So I'm using MAC's Matte Bronze and just working that in the hollows of the cheek here. Take it up along the temples, work it onto the forehead, and just keep on going over until we get to the other side. And then work down those hollows of those cheeks. A bit of MAC Strip Down to line the lips. And smudge it a little bit. Then pop on a little bit of MAC's Viva Glam 5. Alright, and there you have it, Beyonce.